Hello, welcome back. I typically don't cover a lot of new makeup launches, frankly because so many of them are boring to me, but when this box showed up at my doorstep, which are the new Naturium Phyto-Glow Lip Balm Shimmers, I was so excited to be able to share and swatch these with you, compare formulas, and let you know whether these are going to be a good buy from Naturium. Their original lip balms are some of my favorites and I use them on the everyday basis. You add shimmer to it, I'm hooked. Let's see if these are going to be worth it and what the best shades are. Let's check out the info about this new formula. It says our nourishing lip balm is formulated with shea, cuckoo butter, plant squalene, and geodiamond pearls, leaving lips soft and shimmering. It's a high shine formula that adds a sheer wash of color with a luminous finish. It does have 6 shades. I'm going to swatch all of them for you here. So this sounds like it's their original Phyto-Glow lip balm formula, but with added shimmer in it. And the geodiamond pearls, I'm quite curious about these. It says they're pearlescent pigments that reflect light for a multi-dimensional glow, glimmering effect with pearlescent depth and dimension. Also says it has natural vanilla flavor, so pretty on par with the rest of the Phyto-Glow lip balms. I love that formula. I do have a swatch video of all the originals. It's a product that I use every day. So when I saw that these came out, I knew I had to do a swatch video because I'm really curious how they're going to differ from the original, if it's a very similar formula or if they're quite different. And shimmer lip products can be hit or miss for sure. But let's go ahead and get into these shades. We have 6 shades in the collection here: Stardust, Cosmic, Galaxy Orbit, Eclipse, and Supernova. These definitely piqued my interest. Looks like some really pretty wearable cool tones. I do already have some ColourPop Cool BFF lip liner on right now, by the way. And if you didn't see my post, ColourPop is having 25% off, I believe, site-wide. So this lip liner and all of my other ColourPop favorites are deeply discounted. So that's awesome because ColourPop is always already affordable. I will have it linked below. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this first shade, Stardust, which looks like a very pale, like it looks baby pink at the packaging. We'll see how it shows up on the lips. What's really interesting about this new shimmer formula is that they actually come with a doe foot applicator versus the originals, which just come in the squeezy tube, but those can be a little bit hard to squeeze out sometimes. I'm curious size wise what the difference is. This is 0.34 fluid ounces. Okay, so it's the exact same as the original lip balm, so you're not getting like any less product, even though there is a big doe foot wand in there. So this honestly looks quite clear, but let's go ahead and apply it and see if that changes anything. Color wise, I don't think this gave me any color, so I would kind of just think of this as a clear balm. I think the baby pink color is kind of depicting what the shimmer is that we got going on, which is also very subtle. I can't exactly tell the shade or color of the shimmer. It's so natural looking on my lips, but it does like catch the light a little bit more than say like the original formula does. So really interesting right off the bat that it's not very glittery, at least this shade, which I'm happy about. Glitter can be so gritty and kind of obvious on the lip sometimes, but this just looks like a really pretty glowy, very natural type of lip balm. So that was Stardust. Let's move on to this one called Cosmic. The packaging is sort of rose gold, so I'm very curious in terms of whether this is going to be like a warm color or something neutral. Before we apply Cosmic, let me talk about this first shade a little bit more in terms of the shimmer. Now that it's on my hand, I can actually see that there's some like chunkier gold fleck in it. There's also, I can pick up a little bit of like green and sort of just like a neutral champagne, maybe slightly pink color, like micro shimmer. So I can actually see there's different sizes of the glitter in there, which is very interesting. But then moving over to this Cosmic shade, we do have some more pigment going on. It's just looking like a peachy color. And this one, the shimmer in it looks quite similar to the first shade. I am wondering, maybe they all have the same addition of shimmer, but the base color is different. We'll see as we continue swatching. Go ahead and apply Cosmic. Hopefully this doesn't pull too warm. I do find when you pull these out, you might have to just dab a little bit of the excess off. Definitely seeing an actual color here with this Cosmic shade. I thought this would pull warm. Honestly, I think it looks really nice and natural, kind of like a My Lips But Better shade. Usually what I love about these Naturium balms is even the slightly warmer shades, for the most part, don't pull too warm because they're a lip balm. It's not very pigmented, so it mixes with your own lip color, and they're naturally just very flattering. So I think this color is super pretty. I think if you're just like a neutral lip product person, you'd probably love this shade. Next, I'm so excited to try this shade. This is called Galaxy, which looks like a plummy brown. I do really like the Naturium. They have the mocha color, which is a brown. Also really love the plum color, so maybe this is like a baby between those two. Okay, this is quite interesting. I do see more pink shimmer in this color, even though it has the same like other colored shimmers as the first two. And I'm not sure it's because it has that like more purple base that it's seeming more pink. But yeah, I really can't tell whether they do have unique shimmers or whether it's the same kinds of shimmers. I think maybe as the swatches go on, we'll figure that out a little bit more. But the shade looks awesome right off the bat. It looks like a beautiful cool tone, like plummy brown. Also kind of reminding me of the Moody collection from their original lip balm. I just love these kinds of shades. All right, let's go ahead and apply Galaxy. Love the names of these. Immediately, yes, with this shade. These lip balm formulas with the doe foots are like next level good. I'm almost like, should they convert the other ones to this packaging as well? I really like how they apply, and it's like if you've tried them, you know it's a slightly thicker formula. Sometimes just being able to like smooth it on, it just makes it really smooth and supple looking. But here is Galaxy. I love this tone. It's like a slightly brown purple, which I think is gorgeous. I think this would suit so many different skin tones and skin undertones. A little bit scared this might be dark or just a little bit too warm. Definitely not pulling warm at all. I think it's a gorgeous one. Next up, we have Orbit, which has this sort of champagne packaging, but looking at the card over here, it looks like it's going to be pretty like pink peach. So let's open it up. This is a shade where the actual color I feel like does not match the vibe of the packaging. Like this is like a cool tone, very nude color, and then this is pulling as more of like a peach. So it might be one where if you went in store and or just like ordered this without seeing a swatch, you'd kind of be like a little bit confused. So hopefully this swatch video will be helpful. But this, I'm starting to think that these might all have the same shimmer base in there, and then it just has this more peachy pink color. It's kind of like the amped up version of that second shade, which was Cosmic. This one is Orbit. This one I am finding pulls like a peach on me, so not my personal absolute favorite tone to wear. This would be one I think if you like neutral to warmer undertones, or you feel like things don't pull warm on you very easily. Most nude lipsticks work for you. I think this would be a really good everyday kind of shade. It looks really pretty, but yeah. Out of all of them so far, I'm not super excited by this one. This next one though definitely speaks to my heart. If you are a subscriber on this channel, you probably already know that. This is Eclipse, which looks like a very beautiful, cool pink. I kind of matched the box, so really very excited for this. The shimmers in these continue to be a little bit of a mystery because now this one is changing my mind because I see a lot more of that pink shimmer in there. It does still have like that more yellow and like champagne-ish kind of glitter. This shade here, I'm not noticing. The one we just swatched, I don't see a lot of the shimmer, maybe because it has more like the way the pigment acts or something, it's like covering it up a little bit more. Very interesting. I'll be very surprised if I don't like this one, but sometimes these pinks can be like a little bit too cool. Hopefully not. Okay, that's gorgeous. We love her. This is probably going to be my go-to shade, especially with a lip liner. It's just like the perfect amount of pink for my lips. I don't find that this pulls too cool at all on me. It's a really pretty pink, and I do see that pink shimmer on my lips. These have a very glossy type of finish. With glitter products, sort of like that CoverGirl gloss that you may have seen me use before, the Yummy Plumper with the glitter is kind of the main star, or the Revlon Glimmer Gloss. These are kind of like, the shine is more of the vibe of it. It does say that it reflects light for a glow, so there is that shimmer in it, but it's not a super shimmer based product, which I really like. It just seems so much more wearable, and you are still getting that little bit of shine in there, but in a much more subdued way than like wearing a full-on glitter gloss. Last but not least, a shade I'm also very excited about, Supernova. This looks like a brighter pink. The swatch on here though looks a little more subdued, so we will see. Very interesting as these swatches unfold with this Supernova shade. It's the first shade here that I'm seeing a visible like cool toned silver shimmer that I don't really see in any of these other shades. So that's really interesting. Maybe we'll play around a little bit more at the end of the video, but let's swatch this. I thought Supernova might be bright, but this might be the favorite. It's showing up very, like, the most shimmery out of the other ones. Like, it's just very reflective and pretty, and I love a silver shimmer. So it seems on brand with the original formula, whereas the shades are muted and really wearable. So kind of pick based off of the tone that you like. Like, if this was a full pigment product, I would not wear this color, but on the lips, I think this looks absolutely beautiful. Definitely going to be one of my everyday go-tos, especially with the lip liner. It just is something a little bit more pink versus this like lighter pink version. But yeah, I really like the silver shimmer in this one, which is Supernova. Okay, just to play around with these swatches a little bit more, let me go back into Cosmic, which was this peachy one that's not really showing a lot of shimmer. Just see maybe if it wasn't like mixed up good. I just want to see if I can get some more details about the shimmer. Okay, yeah, this one like is pulling more gold. So there is some variation in the shimmer colors in here, or at least there's like an illusion to be, but like especially with that last shade, there is a lot more silver that I don't notice in really any of the other shades. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the ColourPop Cool BFF lip liner again because it's definitely worn off. Okay, now I like to sort of play around and try on a couple shades together. So I'm feeling like going back into this Galaxy shade, which was the brown looking packaging, but it kind of shows up like a purple just as the base. Then I'm kind of curious just if I took that Supernova shade, which was that last brightest purple pink, just on the center with that really strong silver shimmer. These are so pretty. I love the intensity of shimmer. Like, it's not too intense, they just nailed it. So just right off the bat, my favorites, probably no surprise, but Galaxy, Supernova, and Eclipse. If you want like the most natural out of the three, Eclipse just has a very light pink tint. This one has more of a purple pink color, and then this one is more of like a plummy brown. All gorgeous, for sure gonna be using them. I don't think there's a shade that I necessarily didn't love, except I would say Cosmic's just a little bit too peachy for me. But even these other two, they're so sheer and natural that I would still wear these ones. So I did also wear test one of these yesterday, and they do perform very similarly to their original formula, where I feel like the moisture lasts a very long time on the lips. Color fades off nice and easily, and it did leave behind a slight shimmer. Nothing too obvious though, definitely way better than like a traditional glitter gloss, because those shimmers are encased in like this thicker, luxurious type of balm formula. I think it just performs really well, and this is an instant hit for me. Definitely impressed. Love the doe foot applicators as well. I'm like, I want these in all of my Naturium lip balms. And don't forget, I do have a discount code with Naturium. If you wanted to try these out, click the link below in the description. I'll have the code there. But those were all my swatches. I hope you found this helpful and enjoyable. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a like if you did. Let me know your favorite shade or shades below, and I will see you in my next video. I'm also going to put another one, my original swatch guide, on the video here. If you want to see the original colors, it'll be there. Bye.